해군사관학교에 다니는 12학년 Audrey Park입니다. 미 해군사관학교인데 이 해군사관학교에 Officer Leadership Training 같은 것을 받고 미래에 쓰이는 leadership skills를 사용하고 you learn how to lead fleet soldiers and you can major in different areas such as aviation, surface warfare, or medical even. Officer Leadership Training Program is where you go to the Naval Academy. There are specific classes where they put you in leadership classes. It teaches you how to lead different groups of people, different types of people. Because when you're in the field, there are going to be different types of people that you deal with. So there's different personalities. There are people with certain strengths and weaknesses, and you take those leadership classes to learn how to handle those situations and how to use everyone's strengths and weaknesses. My inspiration to join the academy was actually my brother. He applied 4 years ago and he passed, but at the last minute they asked him for more physical tests for eye exams because he's colorblind, and unfortunately he didn't get in. So after seeing how devastating that was, I wanted to, show my brother, it's not your fault. Anyone can get in, anyone can fail, but he was my inspiration. Without him, I wouldn't even have known about the academy. Well, I would always watch Top Gun, the movie Top Gun, with my family, and it was so cool. Like, it's such a cool movie, and I didn't know that it was a part of the Navy until like my sophomore year. And then I found out and I was like, wow, I want to be like one of them in the uniform. And, but then once I got to my junior and halfway through my senior year, I realized it's much more than the uniform. It's about the heart of service that you're willing to sacrifice. And I am willing. I took a little bit of this when I went to the summer seminar last summer. You only get to have about an hour of this leadership training class just because, the real classes come when you apply to the academy and you get in and you start the academic year there. So yeah. Of course, I got so much encouragement. My parents, of course, they were worried at first, but that's any parent's worries when their child is going off to a school that's on the other side of the nation. And definitely Principal Song, he was fully supportive of me. He was willing to help me throughout anything of the application process, because it's a long process, a lot of documents, a lot of supplements, but just the love and support that you get from your family, friends, and especially this school that I'm at is just overwhelming. It's amazing. Well, first of all, through God's grace, this school is going through its 18th year now, so it's a pretty big deal. I've been at the school since 3rd grade, and they've actually recently opened it up to kindergarten. Even though it's a really small school, I like it. It's very tightly knit, and we get to just have such close bonds with everyone around us. It's an amazing experience to have. You know, during my sophomore year, I was actually thinking about transferring. I honestly don't remember why I wanted to transfer, but I think it's just that experience that I wanted at a bigger school, because I have friends who go to public school, and it just looks like they have so much fun. But now that I think back on it, I'm glad I didn't make that choice, because this school offers you so much more than an education. It offers you an experience to have brothers and sisters in Christ, and to have teachers who actually care about you and want you to succeed and guide you to that path. And it's different. I really can't explain it. It's unique here, and I love it. Some people might see the size of the school as like a 단점, but I honestly find it as the best quality of this school, because that way it's a community-based school. That way when you're having a hard time, or you're just not studying well lately, or just something's bothering you, you have friends by your side. More than friends, you have like brothers and sisters by your side to pray for you and to show you that support. And the teachers here, my English teacher, so when he found out that I was going to the Naval Academy, you know, he's an Army Reserve officer. So he was kind of, his first reaction was like, really, the Navy? Are you sure? But, you know, he was joking. He was, of course, supportive of me, and that's kind of an example of the care that the teachers have for you. And even though he was Army and I'm Navy, he was willing to train me and help me get through this physically and mentally. So I really appreciate that, and that's what I love about the school. I've always wanted to travel around the world. The whole world, I want to go around it. I actually have traveled a bit, because my old church, 또감사 선교교회, they offered mission trips to the youth group. And so my first trip was to Cambodia, and that was when I was 6 years old. So at Cambodia, I didn't really, you know, like, I didn't preach, I didn't do body worship, but I did help out with the little things. I would help the kids with their arts and crafts. I would play with them, and those little things not only touched probably their hearts, but it really touched mine, and it kind of sparked this this sense of like just awareness for what's going on in the world. And that's what I wanted to do. I always wanted to travel more. So far I've been to Sri Lanka, I've been to Micronesia, Guatemala, Mexico, and it's just been such a blessing, and that's why I want to travel more. And I'm grateful that the Naval Academy accepted me, because they give you that opportunity. And I think it's important for children, especially my age or in their 20s, you know, to travel, because that way they get, they gain a respect for other cultures, and they get to really immerse themselves into those cultures and understand the backgrounds. I'm not sure yet, but what I'm looking towards is operations research. So it's it's basically to avoid any mistakes in future operations, and it's a lot of problem solving, critical thinking, analysis, that kind of stuff. I like problem solving. It's fun for me. Yeah. Oh my, I have so much even right now. You know, the school has IB program, the International Baccalaureate program, and it's tough. It's really difficult. But like I said, this school offers such a strong support base your friends, your teachers, the principal. They're all here to help you out no matter what you're going through. And academically, especially, they'll help you out through anything, definitely. But the number one, God is obviously the number one who gives me strength throughout anything I do. I want to be the first woman Navy SEAL. No, I'm kidding. But that would be awesome, you know, because physically and mentally that's so demanding. But if I want a physical challenge, definitely. And that's why I chose the Naval Academy. They push you also mentally. And yeah, you know, ever since I was a little kid, my dad, he would take me and my brother to the racetrack, the shooting range. He would take us ATVing, dirt biking. And I think ever since then, he kind of sparked this competitive side in the both of us. And I think that's where it comes in to play when I play sports or when I cheerlead, dance, you know. I think that's why I want more physical challenges. God is my number one mentor. That's first and foremost. Second, probably my parents, my family actually, my mom, my dad, and my brother. They definitely showed me that God will give them the strength. As long as you have Him in the center of your heart, He'll give you the strength to push through any hardships that He allows you to experience, just so that you can grow stronger. And I think the pastors at my church, they prayed for me so hard, and you know, they're the ones who kind of, I think that God really spoke to me through. So I'm really grateful for all of them. Yeah. I define happiness as knowing God. You know, God, if you put God at the center of your heart, He'll make all things good for you. He'll make all things possible for you. And that's what He did for me, you know. And just knowing that He did that just fills my heart with joy and happiness. And I can't be more thankful for that. At 도감사 성교교회, there's Pastor Ken Cho. He's known me since I was 5 years old. And, you know, he's seen me grow up from this chubby little tomboy girl to this girl who's finally going after her dreams, going after what she wants. And, yeah, definitely I thank him for that. And there's 문정란 목사님 at 하늘 성도교회. I recently started going there during my junior year, and ever since then, you know, it's been such a blessing knowing her and her family and the 집사님s at that church, because they all prayed for me so hard for this, you know, specifically for this. And I can't be, it's just so much thanks that I have to give to them. Okay, this is going to be really cheesy, but, you know, go after your dreams. Go after your dreams, and as long as you have God in your heart, God as number one, He'll make all things possible for you, and I'm a living testimony of that. I'm still praying. I need the strength, you know, to get through the 4 years at the academy, which are probably going to be long, but knowing that I have the support of my family and friends, and especially God, I'll get through it. I know I will. So just know that you have God at the center. Just have God at the center of your heart, and know that you have friends and family to support you throughout anything that you go through. it's both a mugi and it's a tantrum because I'm very stubborn. I don't give up, but I can be stubborn, you know. And that's an important quality to have. That way you don't give up on what you believe in, you know. But it can be bad because, you know, you don't want to give up. It's pretty self-explanatory, but that's important. That's an important quality to have because that's what will push you through your difficulties and it'll help you through whatever you're experiencing at the time. And definitely, it'll help you give 200% in everything that you do. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. You know, I've known the principal's son, Timothy Song, since 3rd grade. I've known John King, the school's pastor, since 3rd grade. So definitely with them, they're like my brothers. And oh, I'm gonna cry. But I love them so much. And I love my whole class. And throughout the 4 years, especially these 3 other girls in my life have definitely played an important role because these 3 girls have been with me through so much. They're Crystal Yee, Caitlin Moon, and Hope Park. You know, they've been through the hardships with me. We've had definitely a lot of embarrassing moments together. I'm just gonna miss all the little memories with them. But yeah. I'm gonna cry. You know, when the going gets tougher, you get tougher. That's what you gotta do to get through the hard times, because there will be hard times, especially at the school with the IB program. But in the end, the results you get, they're gonna be worth it if you really tried your best and if you really pushed through. Oh, well, I'm just so thankful for this opportunity, and it's just been such a great ride with this school, with people who surround me and love me and care for me. I'm just gonna miss everyone so much, but you know, thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys really take what I said to heart, because these things will get you through life. And even though I'm really young, I'm only 18, it's helped me through 18 years, you know? It really has. So thank you.
Divided one.